Okay, so thank you all for coming out in the rain, and yeah, I still have a rotary phone, you know. The thing is, it works fine. It's a little tricky getting porn on it. So yeah, some of you might recognize me from television. I was on Oprah twice, actually. You know, the third time she said, "Get off of me." I'm a little suspicious of people who say touche. You know, it's a little passive aggressive. You know what they're saying is, I think you're clever, but I went to private school. You know, and how about people who refer to their life as my journey? Oh, my journey. Listen, if your name is not Steve Perry or Vasco da Gama, I don't want to hear about it. Give it a rest. How about people say, everyone's saying go-to these days. My go-to coffee is Starbucks. My go-to bread is rye. My go-to cheese is cheddar. My go-to racial slur is hillbilly. You know, where does it end? You know, these things are so annoying. And people ask me, you know, Randall, why do you get so annoyed by everything? And let me tell you something. Being annoyed is a good thing. Being annoyed is what energizes me. You know, what motivates me. You know, it's what gets me out of bed in the afternoon. You know, so it's good to be annoyed. About a year and a half ago, I was speaking slower than this. Trust me. There was in Boston. There was a straight pride parade. Maybe I'll repeat that. Now, is this type of thing really necessary? I mean, I'm trying to imagine how this whole party came to be. I imagine a bunch of drunk guys are getting wasted in, you know, one of those Goodwill Hunting towns like Richmond, Gloucester, or Waltham, or Jamaica. You get the idea. You know, one of them gets on a table and he's really mad. He goes, "We're sick and tired of the gays and the Puerto Ricans getting all the good parades. We need to represent for our people." So, you know, they decide to have this parade. But, you know, if you have a protest parade, you need some stuff that you can chant. It's like, oh, what are we going to, down here, we drink beer, get used to it. Down here, we drink beer, you know, or maybe something like, hey, hey, ho, ho, the village people have got to go, hey, hey, ho, ho. You know, or maybe something like, this is what suburbia looks like. This is, that was my New England Robert Kennedy voice, by the way. For you youngsters, Robert Kennedy was this guy. He ran for president. It didn't really work out, but it was kind of sad. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm not a rebel. You know, I used to have this band called Rage in Favor of the Machine. You know, we did songs like Yo, 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 it's the status quo. You know, or like See You Tomorrow, Che Guevara. You know, or Rockin' the Patriarchy. You know, and it was a whole bunch. But you know, that didn't last long. And then I joined another band. I started playing bass in this punk band called Three Chords and the Truth. You know, it was, by the way, you musically inclined people, the three chords were D, G, and A, and that was it. You know, because the guy who ran the band, his name was Ivan. By the way, Ivan is a Russian name. It means don't look at my girlfriend. Ivan was very strict about this three-chord rule. The name of this band is Three Chords and the Truth. We play roots rock and roll. We don't fuck around. So, you know, one rehearsal, I brought in one of my songs, and the song had a B minor 7 chord in it. You know, so those of you know, it's a B minor chord with a little A added for jazzy flavor. You know, and you know, Ivan got really mad. Randall, what is the matter with you? You come in here with your fancy Juilliard School of Music chords, and you would name of band is Three Chords. You know, and we had a big fight, and eventually we made up, and now we're opening for Michael Bublé. So you know, everything worked out. So we're in the midst of a plague of public parenting. And by that I mean, people are parenting their kids as if they're putting on a show for everyone's benefit. It's weird. Like last week I was on the bus, and this woman is reading aloud to her daughter, and the prince and the princess lived happily ever after. And then she looks around the bus, like, I don't know, what do you want, lady? Applause? And the thing about this woman, she's wearing this T-shirt, and the T-shirt says, "The future is female." A really tight T-shirt. You can see the outline of her politics on the shirt. But I looked at this woman, and I said, "Lady, if you're reading to your child from Cinderella, you're not fighting the patriarchy. Find another book." But worse than the moms now. If you've seen a dad pick up his child from school lately, it's really weird. Your dads will come up to pick up their child from school. They're unshaven, backwards baseball cap, ratty jeans, and a smelly Sonic Youth T-shirt. 20 years ago, this guy would have been kicked out of any playground, anywhere. And he's picking up his, and when he picks up his child, never calls the child by his actual name. It's always, "Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy." And I'm looking around for approval, like I bond with my kids. We're not just father and son. Listen, my dad never called me buddy. Never. For years I thought my name was. Now what? Let's see. Clickbait on the internet. That's kind of all the internet is, really. But here's one I'm sure you've seen. 25 celebrities who haven't aged well. It's kind of harsh. The one they always feature is Bridget Bardot, in 1965. Stunning woman. Give her a break. She's 88 years old, and she lives on baguettes and creme fraiche. I'll tell you who hasn't aged well, and that's Kurt Cobain. He's never on that list. It hardly seems fair. Okay, that's my time. Thank you all.